Salute to all my fans and fanatics out there, man. Thank y'all for coming through, tuning in to another sports drop. Before I get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you hit on that notification bell so you're notified when a new sports drop video drops. Also, make sure you smash on that like button so the algorithm know this is real content that we dropping over here. Thank y'all. But other than that, man, let's get to the sports drop that I'm bringing to y'all today. We'll be talking about Victor Wambi. I'm calling Victor Wambi. I know it's Wambiamba, something like that. So I'm just gonna call him Wambi. Victor Wambi, right? Victor Wambi. This season so far, his sophomore season, really haven't started off as well as his rookie season. Rookie season, he ended up averaging 21.6. Then he finished with like 10.6 rebounds and what have you. But this year he's averaging only so far 17.7. I would give him 18 and 9.6 rebounds. So he really have his numbers have really went down far as scoring wise. His rebounds is like 0.1 lower than what it was after he finished his rookie season, right? So Victor, and watching Victor, he has all the talent in the world, as a big man and what have you. He's quick. He can dribble the ball. He can score off the dribble. He has the package to be successful, but he has to play his size, right? And when I say play as his size, he has to stop shooting a lot of threes. Last game, I believe he shot like 6 threes. He shot the second highest threes behind Champagne. I think that's his name. He shot 8. He has to get down low. He has to step in and get away from the three-point shooting, right? Because he can play, he can dominate down low. He's quick. He's probably quicker than most big men in the league right now, right? He can be swifty. He can get to the basket. He can score. He's long. He needs to play within his size, and his length that he have makes him dangerous, right? But he giving a defensive pass by shooting threes. And that's something that I didn't like Vui doing last year. Vui was shooting a lot of threes last year, steady taking advantage of mismatches that he should have been able to dominate down low. And this year, Vui made a commitment, and he's sticking to it, and he's been dominating down low, taking advantage of mismatches, and he's been working within the offense. He's starting in, and he's going out. And don't get me wrong, he's shooting threes, but a lot of threes this year, and the threes that he's shooting is within his offensive rhythm. Once he got going down low, it's easy for him to shoot the three from his spot. As he pick and roll, as he set the pick, he roll into his spot at the three-point line, which is up top, right? Top of the key. And that's his spot, and he's knocking them down, right? Because he's playing within the offense. He's not just jacking threes up. And Wambi, the good thing that he has Chris Paul on there. So Chris Paul can show him how to, because me personally, Chris Paul can show him how to run that point, because I think Victor, he's going to have to play with the ball in his hands, right? Steady him playing off ball. He need to play. Me personally, what the Spurs need to do is run their offense through Victor like the Denver dude Jokic, because he can play from that same pinch point position on the court where you see Jokic running. Because when he can play from that pinch point, he can give him at least 3 options. He can either spot up, shoot the jumper, or he can find the backdoor cut and pass the ball to the cutter, or he can put the ball on the floor and score, right? Same thing Jokic can do. When Jokic get the run the offense up top from the pinch point, Jokic, it's easy for him to hit the backdoor cutter or the cutter on the baseline, or Jokic can turn around, spot up, and shoot over you, or Jokic can put the ball on the floor and score on you. Victor can be the same way. Steady Victor shooting threes, relying on three-point line. They need to run offense through him. And by having Chris Paul can show him how to run that point, because Victor, he can be the same thing that Jokic is doing for Denver. They can do the same thing with Victor, right? And Victor has the talent in the world to do it, right? And he got to get away from the 3-point line. He got to be committed to playing down low, committed to really stepping up, because they're going to really need Victor to step up and be that person that they can go to at the end of the game, because Victor is no reason why he can't get 20, 24, I'd say 24 and 12 every night. That's easy for Victor. He should be 24 and 12 every night. I know the last 2 games, he only scored around 17, 12 points, somewhere around there. He should be easy, 24 and 12 every night. He should be a player that the Spurs can go to down the stretch and close the game out, right? And I know he's still young, he's still learning and what have you, but having somebody like Chris Paul, if he had Chris Paul, like Chris Paul that was like 5 years ago, 5-6 years ago, that really would have helped him, right? But as you know, Chris Paul, he's in the later part of his career, right? But he still can learn how to run that point guard position from Chris Paul, right? Chris Paul can give him the knowledge, give him the tools that he needs to know to be able to run the offense through Victor. Because I think the Spurs will find a lot of success. It can get easier baskets by just running it through Victor, because Victor going to demand a double team. He's long, he's quick, right? So once Victor demand that double team, that's going to open up more shots for the shooters, less contested shots, right? Because he's going to demand the double. So now you can swing the ball. You can do backdoor cuts. Now cut to the basket. He can find you. He's long. He's tall, right? So he's going to be able to see over most of the people that's defending him, right? So Victor, he's, like I said, he's starting out slow in his sophomore year. Hopefully, he can pick it up. Once he pick it up and push his average, he has to push his average to at least 24. His rebounding is 9.6. He need to push it to 12. Last year he ended with 10.6. So I expect him to get it at least like 11, average somewhere between 11 and 12 rebounds a game. 24 and 12, 24 and 11, somewhere around there, in order for the Spurs to be successful. In order for the Spurs to have a better chance of winning games, he has to be that. He has to be the number one option on the team. They have to run offense through him. Yes, they have guys that can score, but at the same time, Victor need to be the first option on that team. But Victor has to step up. He has to understand, like, is this your team? This is why they chose you, because they want to turn over the keys to you, give you the ranks of the offense of the team. They want you to lead the team, right? So he has to realize, man, the talent that he has to play his size, play as his size that he is. He has the length to dominate, right? So Victor, man, he's a great talent. He's going to be one of the stars of the league, feature stars of the league. He's still young, he's still learning. But once he learn and he understand what he needs to do, and he gets away from the 3-point line and make a commitment to playing in the post, dominating the post like Vui has, he's going to see much success. Right now, he's relying on that 3-point line. 6 threes is too much. Your big man should be out there shooting more threes than your guards, right? That's not good. So he needs to move in. He needs to take advantage of the mismatches that he have, and he should dominate, right? The Clippers, he had, I think, 24 and 13. That's where he needs to be at, right? The last 2 games, I think, was against the Houston and Portland. There's no reason why he should be scoring under 20 points against them 2 teams. He should easily had between 25 and 30 against Houston and Portland. 12 to 13 rebounds, right? That's what they're going to need in order for the Spurs, like I said, to be close in these games and winning these games. They're going to have Victor step up and lead these guys, man, and play the offense through him. Victor, like I said, he's a good talent. Don't get me wrong. This is his sophomore year, but his numbers slipped far as his rookie year. He hasn't gotten off to a good start. But once he start making a commitment, start scooting in and getting away from that 3-point line, he's gonna see much success, right? So that is my take on Victor. Hopefully Victor can learn, can start doing the things that he needs to do to be successful within this season, even though he's getting off to a struggle, a rough start. But I'm pretty sure he's going to pick it up. I see him picking it up. I see him understanding the game, learning the game more, and seeing like, okay, if I can scoot in, get away from these threes and make a commitment to my team that I'm going to be in this post, taking advantage of the matchups and what have you, and they're going to be able to see success. He's going to be able to see more success than he is right now. He's going to get out this struggle. You know, like I said, right now he's only averaging 17.7. I'm going to give him 18. 9.6 rebounds. He needed, once he get his average up to 20, like round 24, 25, get his rebounds up to 11 and 12, you're going to see a whole different Spurs team, right? You're going to see a whole different Victor. But right now, Victor letting defenses off the hook by shooting threes. So once he get it together, the Spurs, you're going to see that Spurs been a team that people expect them to be. Even though I don't expect the Spurs to be a team that's going to be a top 6 team or what have you, but the Spurs can easily be a play-in team, right? They have the talent. They have the talent. You know, they have veterans of Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Even though Chris Paul is on his later half of the career, he's not the same Chris Paul, but he's a Chris Paul that can help get them into a play-in tournament, right? So other than that, guys, man, that is my sports drop for today. So hopefully, man, y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button so that I can really know we're dropping real content over here. And make sure you smash on the notification bell so you can be notified when a new sports drop. Yep.
I'm coming in hot.